What's up, and welcome to this review of my high-grade ASW-G-08 Gundam Barbatos Gekka-Ryoshi. Now, for those who don't speak Japanese, which myself included, I actually learned, I kind of know how to pronounce some words. But yeah, for those who don't really know the Japanese language as much, from what I researched, Gekka means moonlight. Now, for those who actually know the language more than I do, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. And Ryoshi, from what I looked up, means hunter. So altogether, that's Barbatos Moonlight Hunter, which doesn't really reflect in that name doesn't really reflect in its design. Just like the High God Leviathan from the previous video, it's just a name I thought felt really cool and kind of fits with the Barbatos. Now, this is essentially a kitbash between the Barbatos Lupus and the Lupus Rats, hence why I have the boxes of both of those kits as the background. And it's more Lupus Rats than it is Lupus. The parts from the Lupus that are on this kit is the arms, the shoulders, and the head. I did have the Lupus's feet, but one of the toes kind of broke off by accident, so I switched them to the feet of the Lupus Rats. And then I originally had this whole back part painted red, but I just went over and painted that part white. And then I sort of cut off the little points that were on here. And that's pretty much all the modification I did to the feet, other than paint. Which, speaking of paint, the colors is Colonial Red for all the little red parts, the chin, on the chest, for the waist, for the feet, and for the back of the heels. All of this sort of brownish green, sort of like a dark olive green color. That is, to me, a khaki drab. And then I used white, just some white paint. And then the whole inner frame is just painted on gray, along with the vents, the weapons, and some parts on the backpack. This is now acting as a thruster. That is what housed the tail blade. I had scrapped the tail blade. I originally used it to make a Nadi Nata, but then that broke. But I am intending to use this just as a huge thruster, and that's painted white. Now, the articulation is just the same as any other Gundam from the IBO high grade line. It's using the Gundam Frame 4. We've all pretty much know how a Gundam frame works, but if you don't, I'll just move this guy around a little bit. You do get some ab crunch, not as much as on previous Gundams, because this chest does poke in to the frame a little bit, but you do get some decent ab crunch with a couple of points of articulation in the chest, one being at the poly cap here, and then there's just a little bit of movement. Because I am using the Lupus Rex version of the Gundam Frame 4, it does have these huge ball joints, and that's how you're connecting it. So the arm, the whole shoulder connection is a bit stiff, which is better than being loose. Shoulder to move all the way up like that, and then this can open up and move up for even more movement. Arm, elbow bend. Front skirts, I flip them so they can move separately. I like these side skirts more than the ones from the Lupus Rex. From the Lupus. These are from the Lupus Rex. I'd gotten that wrong. These ones I really like. Then like that, and that's pretty much the full range articulation. Is really good because it has a near complete inner frame. And I forgot to mention the thruster for the backpack to move up and down as well. And so does the head. I'm going to pop off the head here. Have the head pop off so I can show you guys just a look at the eyes, which are painted pink. And then I did something pretty neat, and I painted the tips of the V-fin in white. Just for a bit more color separation, which, speaking of color separation, that's something I wanted to excel at with this guy. You got the lower leg, which would normally be white. I have that in both white and khaki drab, with the thrusters on the sides of the legs and the vents being gray. The same with the chest, got both sides of the chest being white and then the main part being drab with this red piece showing the Tekkadan symbol, which is also in white. And then on the arms, the whole arms would be normally white. I painted around here in khaki drab and kept these parts on the wrist white. So yeah, I excelled at the color separation with this kit, and I love it. That's one of its strong points, is the color separation. Now let's talk about weapons and accessories, or just accessories are weapons. Are its weapons. I do have some optional hands, because I picked up the Iron Blooded Arms option set 6, so he does get his closed hands, which I have one on this arm, and then its other arm is also a whole utilizing the open hand. In this hand, I have a custom designed 200mm machine gun. It's just a simple design. It's using the rifle from the Amida Hyakuren. Then I just have this magazine clip that I used from a couple of spare magazines. It's a drum magazine, so I used a couple of spare ammo clips from a couple of option set ones from the IBA line. And then I have this 150mm shot cannon, which is its main part is the Sinanju's grenade launcher. This is from the gay rail. That's from one of the armed rocket launchers, and then that's just from a campaign part set. And because it is a Gundam from IBO, it has to have a melee weapon. And for its melee weapon, I have this Buster Sword, which is just using this blade from IBA Set 6. Another one of the armed rocket launcher mounting pieces, and then the handle is made from some spare runners, from a spare runner. The whole edge of the blade has been painted with some just aluminum spray paint. Then the rest is just gray and khaki drab. And that fits in the hand like so. It comes apart in two sections. It's just connected on through friction. And he can hold it in his hand like that. It does tend to flop a little bit, but you can keep it in place if you fidget with it. And it looks awesome. I love this design. I've always wanted to use this blade to make some kind of Buster Sword type weapon. But I honestly prefer the machine gun in combo with the shot cannon. And I'll just get this guy into cool action pose for you guys. And that will be it for this review, for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think of this video and what you think of this kit. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.